And we are back on the New York State Education Department website for Computer Science and Digital Fluency Learning Standards. We're going to scroll back down to get to that Computer Science and Digital Fluency Standards document that's located in the center of the page. We're going to open up that document. This time, instead of going to computational thinking, we're going to go to networks and systems design. Within networks and systems design, we only have 5 standards, so it is a smaller standard area for us. Within this concept area, we really are looking at the hardware and software of our computers that we use, the technology that we use, and then we're thinking about the networks and the internet. So that way we're thinking about how our data moves. So as we're going into the first one, 4 through 6, NSD1, we're talking about proposing improvements to a design of a computing technology based on the analysis of user interactions with the technology. The emphasis is on thinking about how the user interface can be optimized for the purpose of computing technology or user interactions. So you ever hear your students say, I hate it when something happens, or I really wish this technology could do this thing. That's what we're talking about here, is how can we think about the improvements. So this could be a great essay writing. This could be during science discoveries in ELA, or in science class, or even in social studies, talking about how technology has impacted the way society moved, and how they could, improve on the technology of their time. So as we get into NSD2, we're modeling how computer hardware and software work together as a system to accomplish tasks. So a model should only include the basic elements of a computer system: input, output, processor, storage. So just making sure that we know what each of the parts of a computer does and how they work together. The last one within hardware and software is determining the potential solutions to solve hardware and software problems using common troubleshooting concepts. Here, we're really trying to make sure that we can troubleshoot our own problems, including shutdown, restart, checking for power, making sure things are working. Students often are pretty good at figuring these things out, but we can certainly focus the lens a little bit and make sure that they're learning some of the ways to troubleshoot their technology. As we move into networks and the internet, we're going to model how data is structured to transmit through a network. Here we're looking to understand that data is broken into smaller pieces and labeled to travel through a network and reassembled. So simple videos that explain how a computer works or how data moves can be very helpful here. And then finally, the students will need to describe that data can be stored locally or remotely in a network. So here we're going to think about where we're storing information and how we're going to access that information when we need it, and think about when we need local data or we need a network like a Wi-Fi system to make that work. So again, this is a very small area of the standards, but it really gives your students a foundation on information technology and how technologies work.